Hey y'all, what's up? I'm here for Love and Hip Hop New York, season 7, episode 3. We started off with Drew Wells and Kim Bella. He's in his in-home studio, and he talks about Kim popping up at the studio session the other day and how embarrassed he was because this can, mess up future opportunities for him with working with other artists and all this other kind of stuff and producers and stuff like that. And she comes in and she says, I'm glad that you're working at home and everything versus, being out at somebody's studio and I ain't got to worry about you and these hoes and all this other stuff. And he's like, look, I work too hard to, let, for this relationship to let any straggler, in the studio mess up what we got and everything. And she admits that she was bugging, she was tripping or whatever. She's just still insecure about the past. And he tells her that I'm gonna keep on telling you I love you every day to let you know that we good and blah 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 and everything. And the next thing they start getting all cutesy in the studio and shit, making love and everything. And she's like, Jewels and all this other stuff. So anyways, moving on from that, we get Sky and Drewski, and they're walking the mean, hardcore streets of New York. And they're talking about this workout DVD that she's trying to come out with called Stripping Fitness or some shit like that. I'm like, so everybody just coming out with the workout DVD? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, everybody doing music, everybody doing the clothing line, everybody doing the workout DVD. Child, I guess. But anyways, she lets us know that she lost, 60 pounds and everything, from working out and eating healthy. And they show like a before picture of her, before she lost the weight or whatever. And, good for her, because she definitely looks good and everything. But she wants to help other people out. So, they're in like this venue or whatever trying to check it out because she's trying to have a launch party for, her workout DVD. And next thing you know, Bianca calls Drewski's phone and everything, and she's like, Sky's telling him, go ahead and answer your phone or whatever. And Drewski is like, I thought after Bianca's show and everything, she was going to keep it professional, but she keeps on blowing me up and all this other stuff. I'm like, nigga, like, you ain't hitting her up too on a personal level, like, fuck out of here. But anyway, so Sky tells him, to put the phone on speaker or whatever, this, then, third. And so he puts the phone on speaker. Bianca, she's telling him that she was in the studio the other night and that she made a record called Miss You and everything. And she starts singing him the hook or whatever, like as if she, singing to him and all this other shit. And she tells him, like, yeah, it was inspired by you and everything. Sky feels disrespected at this point. He says, I got a song that, is that Sky inspired and everything, that he wants her to jump on. And Bianca's like, oh, your assistant and all this other stuff. And, Sky's just really feeling the type of way at this point. Drewski tells her, he's going to call her later or whatever. And, Sky's like, this is an artist that you had a pass with and everything. And, Drewski is like that he's one of the hottest DJs out here and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, I mean, I ain't trying to discredit him or nothing. And, I know he works for Hot 97 and everything. He's just not one of the people that I've heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only people I really know is people like Ebro, Flex, Laura Styles, what's the other one? Rosenberg, Cypher Sounds. Is Cypher Sounds still even there? I don't think he's still there. And then, of course, when Angie Martinez is still there. People like that. You know what I'm saying? But, whatever. But, anyway, so, she feels disrespected. And, he needs to, check her. Or otherwise, she's going to check her and all this other stuff. I'm like, girl, boo. But, anyway, so, we get Yandy. She meets up with Judy, Mendici's mama. And, pretty much to find a solution, with the whole Samantha situation. And Yandy tells her about the meeting that she had with Samantha and how, Samantha was calling her all this different stuff and blase. And Yandy knows that, that Little Mendices isn't her child and everything. Nobody is trying to take that away from Samantha and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I can't fucking tell. But anyways, So Judy says that, Kim's ex-girlfriend says that, Samantha leaves, Little Mendeecees with Kim and everything. And that, Samantha jumps in here and there, but, a lot of it is Kim. And, Yandy is feeling some type of way about it. And, Judy is like that they are doing this to hurt you. And, Yandy is like, no, it's not just about me. It's about, Little Mendeecees and his brothers and all this other stuff. And Judy thinks that Yandy needs to have a conversation with Kim. Now, I'm going to tell y'all some shit I just saw about Kim earlier on the Shade Room. And this is why it's just hard for me to, I don't know if I could, like, really be on anybody's side 100% in this situation, because I don't know. You know what I mean? But pretty much, Kim's ex-girlfriend's niece then hopped in or whatever on social media, pretty much trying to expose Kim and all this other stuff. And pretty much she was saying that Kim had borrowed like $10,000 from her aunt or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is your aunt giving Kim $10,000 for? Is what I want to know. Okay. But anyways, apparently she never Kim never paid the aunt back or whatever. And, it was actually the aunt that was taking care of Little Mendeecees and not Kim and everything, blase. And, the niece is saying that, Kim allegedly molested one of her kids and everything and didn't raise the other one. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh my God. That's like a hell of an accusation to be making against somebody. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it was a whole lot of other shit that she said. If y'all want to see that shit, y'all go to the Shade Room. But I was just like, this shit is just really sad because these kids is involved and they ain't none of them doing what Mendeecees wanted them to do, and it's just crazy. But anyway, so moving on from that, we get Sky. She meets up with no other than Once Upon a Time Not Long Ago I Was a Hoe. And I'm admitting it. I can't take it back because I did the shit. Motherfucking Mariah Lynn is back on the scene. She's saying that her music is in a good place and all this other stuff. And that she's no longer having a business relationship with Ra Ali. I said that was probably one of the best decisions you ever made on this damn show. Is to not work with Ra Ali's ass. But anyway, so, she says that, her and Sky, they met, a few months back at some event or whatever. And pretty much they're catching up and everything. Sky tells her about her event that she wants her to come to. Mariah asks, about her and Drewski and everything. And then that's when Sky proceeds to tell her about Bianca and everything. But she doesn't say Bianca's name or whatever. So Mariah Lynn just thinking it's some random bitch or whatever, not realizing that Sky is talking about her friend or whatever. She's like, yeah, she's been blowing up his phone and all this other stuff. And talking about this song that was inspired by him and blase. And she tells Mariah Lynn that she wants her to be on Drewski's track or whatever instead of Bianca. Like I said, Mariah Lynn doesn't know at this moment that it's Bianca that she's talking about and everything. And so Mariah Lynn, she's like, I'm not here for home records and all this other stuff. I mean, last season would kind of, maybe show otherwise from some of your actions. But she says she's not here for home records, so whatever. But at the same time, she doesn't really want to get caught up in, Sky and Drew's bullshit. But anyways, moving on from that, we get Snoop. She meets up with Juelz and everything. And, she tells him about the podcast with Sophie Green and all this other stuff. And she's like, I got this sex toy line and everything. And, she tells Juelz about, Jay seeing her, feed Sophie Green, the strawberry on the podcast or whatever. And, Juelz is like, yo, Snoop, what the hell are you doing? Like, you done gone too far with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, if she's anything like Kimbella, she wanted to go ahead and grab that Elmer Fudd gun and shut some shit down and go hunting. And so she also tells about, you know, when she got into the house, you know, as soon as she got home and everything, how Jay was trying to leave and there was a whole bunch of commotion, this, that, and the third. And, you know, she's like that. She, you know, wants to be with Jay, but she's tired of fighting. And, you know, she don't want to be in a relationship full of stress and all this other stuff. And Juelz tells her, well, you know, being in a relationship you don't want to be in is even more stressful, or whatever, this, that, and the third. And, you know, Juelz asks, you know, is Sophie Green worth the headache and all this other stuff? And, you know, Snoop is like, not, you know, for my relationship and everything. And so next thing you know, Snoop is trying to pass Sophie off to Juelz and all this other stuff. So, you know, Juelz is like, hold the hell on. You trying to get me put back into some motherfucking hot water that I just got out of with Kim Bella and everything. But, you know, he says that he'll listen to her music, but that's about it. And, you know, he was like, but just tell her, don't bring no strawberries around me. You know, I ain't with that shit. So, moving on from that, we get Yandy again. She's meeting up with no other than motherfucking Kim, her goddamn self. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna talk about it. Because they was talking about that shit on Facebook last night. But, anyway, so Yandy is saying that she's worried about the kids and everything. All this other shit is irrelevant. Kim says that, you know, Yandy is always trying to throw Samantha under the bus or whatever. Kim, she's giving examples of how Yandy does this or whatever. And, you know, Yandy knows that, you know, like she's saying again, that she knows that that's, Little Mendeecees's mother and all this other stuff. Meantime, Kim and her motherfucking confessional looking like, you know, with her motherfucking international players anthem get up. Like she really looked like she could have been an Outcast in UGK's international players anthems video, like with that shit she had, with that suit she had on or whatever. And then somebody yesterday on Facebook, they took a picture of her on the TV or whatever and put the caption, "What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home?" I fucking hollered, like I fell the fuck out, because like that shit was so motherfucking funny to me. And then, you know, with her hair or whatever, you know, straight and everything, she was kind of giving me Snoop vibes. And I ain't talking about Snoop from The Wire. I'm talking about Snoop Doggy Dog, okay? Like, I was dying in this goddamn room when I seen that shit. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting too much into that shit. But let's get back to the real topic at hand. So anyways, Yandy is saying that, you know, when Mendeecees went to jail, we all agreed to keep the kids together, and that's not what's going on. You know, Yandy tells Kim what Judy told her about Samantha and everything, and Kim is like that Judy is a shit starter and all this other stuff, and this shit is a bunch of bullshit. And, you know, Yandy thinks because Kim is getting irate and all this other stuff, there's some truth to, you know, what Judy is saying and everything. And next thing you know, Kim, she flips the table. She's over it. I'm like, Kimberly. You know damn well you ain't had to flip that motherfucking table over. Anyways, moving on from that, we get Cardi and Mariah Lynn. They meet up at like some Shades spot or whatever. And, you know, Cardi, she's talking about her tour and blase. She talks about, you know, old Swift, you know, flirting with her, and, you know, how he's always been there for her, and, you know, he's like her best friend and everything, and blah, blah, blah. Mariah Lynn brings up Sky, you know, meeting up with Sky at lunch or whatever. And, you know, she tells about the artist that's been blowing Drewski's phone up and everything. And that is a record that Drewski has that, you know, Sky wants her, you know, to get on and everything. And, I'm sorry. She was telling Cardi that, it was the record that Drewski has. He wants the artist to be on the record and all this other stuff. So Mariah Lynn feels that it's disrespectful because this girl's doing all this, disrespectful shit, and now Drewski wants her to be on this song. And so, and then that's when she says that, Sky asked her to be on the record and everything. And so Cardi, she brings up Bianca or whatever, and, she knows that, Bianca is dealing with Drewski on the low. And Mariah, she wonders if, Bianca is the one trying to be the home wrecker or whatever. I'm like, come on, you don't need motherfucking Steve from Blue's Clues to figure out that this is who the home wrecker is. Like, it's your homegirl. Like, when Cardi was bringing this shit up to her, she, her tone kind of changed a little bit because she found out, I guess because of the fact that, she thinks that it's a possibility that it might be Bianca and everything, and, Bianca being her friend. And I'm like, where did that passion go just 2 seconds ago, Mariah Lynn? About home wreckers and shit. But anyways, But yeah. So Cardi, tells her about, Bianca and all this other stuff, and how she's dealing with Drewski on the low, blase, blase. Mariah wants Cardi to come to Sky's event or whatever to find out about the mystery lady. And then Cardi was like, well, I'm gonna invite Bianca so we can find out, get to the bottom of this shit. So moving on from that, we get Kim, Samantha, and Erica. They all meet up. And Erica, by the way, is Mendeecees forgotten about baby mama, because they don't never, talk about him. We always so focused on little Mendeecees and all this other shit. But anyway, so Samantha, she got the call that Kim, flipped the table and Yandy and all this other stuff. She wants to find out what happened. So, Kim is pretty much telling her what Yandy said and all this other stuff. Samantha says that's BS. Then Erica, she shows up and all this other stuff. And she's been close with the Harris family for years and everything. So she knew when she got the phone call about a family meeting, she knew that it was serious and blase, blase. Kim tells the other baby mama what was said and all this other stuff. And, Kim is like, Mendeecees has 3 sons. Why nobody going after Asim? And Asim is Erica's, son and everything. And Erica, she doesn't deal with Yan, the trash can troll and all this other stuff. She can't stand Yandy, Yandy always making up stories, and, she's saying that, her son, saying that Erica's son was the breakup baby, between her and Mendeecees and all this other stuff, when Yandy was the other woman and everything. And we heard about this a little bit last season, I think at the reunion or something. But anyways, she's saying that apparently, Mendeecees and Yandy had like a breakup and everything. And during that break, well, no, she's saying that Yandy is trying to say that her and Mendeecees had a breakup, and during that break, that's when Erica and Mendeecees had a scene and everything, and she had no clue that Yandy was still even messing around with Mendeecees, and she said that Yandy had the nerve to say that she wanted her baby stumped out of her stomach and all this other stuff. And and she was like, I was pregnant by my man and everything, so like, what the fuck, and she was like, Yandy got pregnant behind her and all this other stuff. And Kim and Samantha think that Judy is the root of the problem and everything, and Kim is going to go see her and all this other stuff. But Erica feels otherwise. Erica feels that Yandy is the root of the problem. So moving on from that, we get Bianca and Drew. They meet up, in Drew's hood and everything, away from Sky or whatever. And they flirting and all this other stuff by his car or whatever. He wants her to jump on this track with Mano and everything. He needs a female voice for the track now or whatever. So he lets her listen to the track and everything. And, she starts freestyling to it and all this other stuff, talking about him and the freestyle. And also, too, she brings up that he was acting funny the other day when she called or whatever. And she's like, he's like, you keep on getting me in trouble with my girlfriend. And she's like, no, you keep on getting yourself in trouble with your girlfriend and all this other stuff. And she's sitting up here saying she's going to do what she wants to do because Sky is not his wife. And I'm just like, Okay, but he's still in a relationship with her. Like, girl. Anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see what else happened. He's saying that he's not trying to be with Bianca and all this other stuff. He just wants her to be on the record and everything, and blase blase. And then they get into his car or whatever, and then next thing you know, she gives him a kiss on the cheek and everything. So moving on from that, we get Jay and Kim Bella meeting up at the park. I ain't really care about this scene too much. Pretty much, Jay is telling Kim about what happened and everything, this, that, and the third, with the whole podcast, and Snoop feeding Sophie the strawberries and everything, and Jay, she starts crying about how I left my son and my family, blah blah blah. Bitch, nobody told you to do that shit, okay? But anyways, so she's like, Kim Bella is like, she tells her, that it took for me to be a strong independent woman to get my mutual respect and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, Kim Bella is the last person to be getting advice from, because she's still popping up in motherfucking studio sessions and shit. So yeah, but anyways, moving on from that, we get Sky's event. So Mariah and Cardi, they show up or whatever, and Mariah is hoping that Sky didn't give her Bianca's record and everything. Cardi says that she lets Mariah know, like, yeah, he was definitely pushing for Bianca to be on this record and all this other stuff. Cardi thinks that Sky is being messy and everything, and next thing you know, Bianca, she shows up or whatever, and Bianca is pretty much already put on game about what Sky is trying to do and all this other stuff. And they all notice that they all have bangs and all this. They all have the same hairstyle and shit. So, Sky, she walks over once she sees Bianca and everything, because she didn't invite her. She greets Mariah and Cardi or whatever. Mariah was like, well, I'm pretty sure you already know Bianca and everything. And Sky was like, yeah, I know her. She trying to call my man and all this other stuff. Bianca claims, like, I don't know you and all this other stuff, like, how you know me and everything. And Sky's like, you know me, bitch, and all this other stuff. You calling my man and everything. And Bianca is like, okay, and he calls me, and your man calls me, or whatever. And Sky is like, he never called you and all this other stuff. And Bianca's like, check his call log and everything. I'm like, you might want to listen to Bianca. Just saying. But because he don't look smart enough to delete no shit. Like, he just looked like a fucking idiot. But anyways, Sky says that she's the bitch that Bianca needs to talk to if she wants her music to get played, and she could get her shit shut down and all this other stuff. Bianca is like, well, he still plays my shit. And Sky's like, yeah, that's because I let him, and blase blase. Cardi is like, how you so sure that your man not hitting B up and everything? And Sky's like, for what? And Cardi is like, for that chocolate, you know what I'm saying? And Sky is like, she knows that Bianca tried to kiss him and everything, and Bianca is like, I mean, okay, and I kissed him many a times and all this other stuff, and Cardi is like, was you there, and blah 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 and everything, and she's like, she know that Bianca not gonna lie about no shit or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. And my thing is, I don't expect Cardi to tell Bianca that she's wrong and everything, because Cardi is, we all know she's not that type of bitch, okay? This is like, come on, so I don't expect her to tell her that she's wrong. But anyways, so Sky tells Drew to come over and all this other stuff. He's saying that it's not the time and the place for all that stuff. And Bianca's like, hold up, your bitch got crazy with me and everything. And, Bianca says her records is still going to get played regardless. I mean, I haven't heard shit, but I mean, okay. Anyways, Sky tells her to stop calling Drew or whatever, and Cardi, she spills the beans about Sky wanting to put Mariah Lynn on Drewski's record to be petty and everything. Drew didn't know nothing about that. Sky says, you know, like, if you want to do business, you need to call me and everything. And Bianca is like, and I'm still going to call Drew and everything. And, you know, Sky's like, you sound like a homewrecker. And Bianca is like, when y'all not married? Like, the whole purpose of being in a relationship is to see, that's the test to see if you and this person can get married. If this person is trustworthy enough for you to marry them. So it's like, come on, Bianca. Like, you just, oh, my God. She just making herself look really bad this season. And then it's like he motherfucking playing you or whatever. And I'm not usually here for, you know, the girlfriend or the wife to go after the woman and everything. Because at the end of the day, your man is the one that owes you loyalty. And you should be bopping him upside his motherfucking head. But at the same time, Bianca being so motherfucking disrespectful. And the fact that she knows... And she knows that she being disrespectful and she don't care. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she got beat the hell up. I like, oh well, that's how I would be. But anyway, so Sky says that it's a wrap on Drew playing her music and blase blase. And then Mariah is going to be on the track. Mariah is like that, you know, her and Sky is cool, but her and B are good friends and everything, and she don't want to have to slap a bitch or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I would tell my friend that they wrong. I mean, I know you can't, you know, tell a mother. I mean, I know motherfuckers is grown and you know folk is not gonna always listen, but at least if I told my friend that she was wrong, at least I know that I would be doing my job as a friend and not just standing back not saying nothing. But anyways, she's saying that she's gonna stay neutral and all this other stuff. So finally we get Kim, Samantha, Erica, and Judy. Kim tells what was told to her from Yandy about what Judy said and all this other stuff. And Judy says that she doesn't really care about all that. Y'all have to address that with Yandy. I'm like, but you the one who spewed out this information. You're the source of this information. So they're coming to you. But anyway, so she just cares about her grandkids and all this other stuff, and they haven't connected since Mendici's been gone. And Samantha is like, you know, she's never made it hard for Yandy and blase blase. You know, Yandy makes it seem like Samantha isn't raising her kid, and you know, Judy is on the same type of situation. And you know, Judy thinks that Samantha is doing better than, you know, what she's doing in the past and all this other stuff. And then that's when Kim is like, see, you always disrespected her and blah blah blah. You know, Samantha is like that Judy does it time and time again. And Erica, you know, is like, you know, what is it gonna take for y'all to have each other's backs again and everything. And you know, that's when Kim says, you know, she just want motherfuckers to be honest and everything. Judy tells Kim to stop her bullshit, blase blase. They going back and forth, and next thing you know, Kim has a heart attack. Now look, I'm not going to say Kim was faking. I don't know if Kim was faking or not, or maybe it was something else that was going on with her. It might have not been necessarily a heart attack. I don't know. But you know, Judy, she kind of laughing and shit at first, and then once she realized the severity of the situation, she like, oh my God, Kim, are you serious? Are you serious? And all this other stuff. And that next thing you know, the ambulance, they come and all this other stuff and take Kim away. That was the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back. I apologize for this review being long and everything, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.